Hi, I'm Joe Bean and I'm a groom here in Dernestown Stud in Maynooth in County Kildare. I've been working in Dernestown for the last 10 years, working here at the moment here in the public stud. We're here for the breeding season and we foal all Sheikh Hamdan Al Maktoum's Irish-based mares here in Dernestown. We're basically foaling 85 mares here this year. We're very happy, things are going well and plenty of nice foals, and Dernestown is a very lovely farm to work for, very nice people, and we've got a lot of good staff. You have great variety here. Time seems to fly here because you're busy all the time. What I enjoy most is when you come in this time of the year, springtime, and you come in, newborn foal, and you see it for the first time and you say to yourself, oh, I like the look of that lad. And with the type of breeding we have here, there's always the chance that he could just be the one, and that's what really makes it for us. Biggest influences on my career so far would probably be my dad Sean, who was a great stockman, and probably Mick Hart, who I started off with in Ardoon Stud when I left school, a thorough horseman and a thorough gentleman, and the late Benny Powell, who was the manager in Sorrelstown Stud, a great horseman and a very good man at his job, very thorough in what he did and very meticulous, very detailed. And he, ex-man from the late Darky Pendergast, so the old school. It's a fantastic honour for me to be nominated, and that my colleagues here in Dernestown held me in such high regard that they thought I was good enough to represent them and represent myself. It's probably at this stage, it's a culmination of a lifetime in the industry at this stage. So it's due recognition maybe for what I've done over the last 30 or 40 years.
Hi, I'm Ashley Hosy. I'm a stable girl in Jessica Harrington's in Moon, County Kildare. So my dad would have been involved with Jessie with racehorses years ago, and Jessie then told Dad to send me to Power, Robert Power's father, to learn more about eventing and racing and stuff. And then when I was 21, I came to work for Jessie full time, and it's just a bit ironic as well how Puppy has so much to do here, and it was just brilliant to lead him up in a Gold Cup winner. I've followed racing ever since I was a little girl, and if anyone had said to me you will lead up in a Gold Cup, let alone lead up a winning horse of a Gold Cup, I would have just laughed at them. It's just a dream come true. It was just amazing to get that opportunity, and for Jessie to give it to me and for him to do what he done. He's a little legend, aren't you? The part of the job I enjoy the most is actually going racing. I love going racing. I love going out in the yard and looking after the horses and getting them ready and tidying them up, patting them up and looking after them at the races will be my favourite part of the job now. I love travelling with them. Like, I don't think people outside of racing realise the work that the stable staff do put in to look after their horses and the care that goes into minding them as well. They're just the most amazing animals to be around. Like, I just love them to pieces. I was absolutely delighted to be nominated for the Godolphin Stud and Stable Staff Awards. I just happened to be in Cheltenham when I got a phone call from Sarah in HRI, and she rang me to tell me, and I was completely over the moon. I couldn't believe it. I never thought in a million years that I would make the final three. And the two girls, Fidelma Elvin and Eva Ford, who nominated me, I'd like to thank them very much because they said they were nominating me, and I laughed. I went, what are you doing that for? And I just couldn't believe it, and the two girls were delighted as well.
Yeah, it's really good, and thank you very much to Godolphin for sponsoring it. It's great to see the people who actually work behind the scenes. Like, everyone sees the trainer and the jockey and people from day to day in the media spotlight, but it's great that Godolphin have done this, and for the staff who don't necessarily get the recognition they deserve. It really is the whole team here, and Ashley is a big part of that.
Hello, my name's Elena Donovan. I'm head girl for Owen Griffin in Beacon Hill, Sleeverow, County Kilkenny. Well, Owen came over here, moved over beside my mum and dad, and when I was 12, and I've been around, knocking around ever since. I think Owen looked out the window on certain occasions thinking, did she go home at all? So yeah, he often jokes that when I left school, after my leaving cert, I don't think I even had to ask for a job. It was just a given. Elena was starting full time after the leaving. So like, in fairness, Owen is great. He wants me to improve within the industry, so he sent me on a few night courses in race, which were really beneficial to the running of the yard. So any courses like that are available, you know, it helps, so beneficial. My main responsibilities in the yard are, well, most important, looking after the general care of the horses, and then the staff. You can't look after a certain amount of horses without keeping the staff happy as well. And then general day-to-day run of the yard. Well, Owen has had an awful big influence on my career, and his dad Sean. They steered me in the right direction over the years and showed me the right path, the right paths to follow. And also my mum and dad have had a major influence, and they backed me 100% when I wanted to go into horses after school. They were 100% behind me. It's a great honour for anybody in the racing industry to be acknowledged and recognised for what they do day in and day out. And a big thank you to Godolphin and Sheikh Mohammed and for their contribution to Irish racing and their stud and stable staff awards, and also a big thank you to the Irish Stable Staff Association, HRI and the Racing Post.
For anyone that wants to get into this game that comes from a non-racing background, you know, she would be, you know, something that you could aspire to. She's worked very hard, she's very dedicated, very loyal, and I'm lucky to have her.